What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Josh's Comics. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing. Alright, it's already unboxed. We'll explain that in a minute. But it is a organic price books haul. I got some new Omnis for the collection. I can't wait to show you guys what I added, so stay tuned to find out what I picked up on this next episode of Josh's Comics. Welcome back, guys. So yeah, I did some Black Friday shopping. Reminder, my Black Friday comic haul of comics will be coming next week. However, I did do some Omni shopping. Organic Price Books is my to-go for picking up Omnis. I love the shipping, fantastic customer service. Every Omni you see behind me, I bought from them. Uh, that's where I like to do my shopping, and you usually get a good discount from the get-go anyway, but they had a great 50% off DC Omnibus. They also had a book that I wanted that had I think it was a little bit off, like 30% off or something like that. But a uh great Marvel Omni that is great storytelling from a fantastic writer on an amazing run that I love. But before we get into that, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button and please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. It helps out the channel. Hit the bell notification, get notified of future videos. Whew. And also follow me on Instagram if you don't mind. Josh's Comics 01. I'll have the link down below. So now we're gonna move on. And yes, the box, like I said in the beginning, is already open. So this came in yesterday. There was a big rainstorm here on the East Coast, and believe it or not, I did not get an alert when it was delivered. So this was sitting outside for probably about maybe a half hour at most outside. And I live in an apartment complex, and so we're sitting outside on the patio, uh, getting a little bit of rain on it. The box was a little mushy when I brought it in, so for my concern, I decided to open the box. Everything was fine, and nothing went through. Speaking of boxes, this is actually new for Organic Price Books. I haven't ordered from them in almost probably 6 to 8 months. But last time I received a box, it was a bit bigger, but it didn't have the Organic Price Books logo on it. And packaging was a bit different. But packaging has always been phenomenal with them, so love it. I love the design of the box. So we're gonna jump in and I'm gonna show you some of the items I picked up. Let's start off with the Marvel book only. Listen, plenty of Marvel books behind me, and I'll be picking up volume 2 of this when it comes out. This is Daredevil from Chip Zdarsky, volume 1. Always gonna be multiple volumes. I honestly think they probably could have put the volume 2 uh content probably in this, make it one whole one. It probably would have been a pretty thick book. So anyway, I'm still happy to have this. Great spine, great cover. Look at the back. Here come the man and woman without fear. I've heard great things about this run, so yeah, I'm excited to read this. This collects issues Daredevil 2019, issue number 1 through 30, and annual 2020, number 1. And from what I understand, Chip, he revitalizes Matt. He makes him better in every way possible. Elektra plays a huge role in this series, which I'm happy to hear. And I can't wait to jump in and read this. I've been wanting this for the last few years, and we finally have it. And yeah, volume 2 is coming out. Actually, volume 2 is it's supposed to come out before Christmas, which is a couple weeks away. I don't think that's gonna happen. I gotta look up on that. If not, I just have to buy it soon. But a lot of back orders because a lot of books, even though these are newer editions, people are still buying them. I know this had at least a couple different covers that you could have picked up. This is like cover A, the regular cover. So great cover, love it. And hey man, Born Again is right around the corner. We got a couple 3 or 4 months away. And this is actually Born Again kind of takes inspiration from some of this. So I'm excited to read this and check it out. I think we're gonna leave it right here for now. Yeah. So moving on. All DC from here on out. I love my ladies. So, I probably had to pick this up at some point. This is Catwoman of East End Omniverse by Ed Bluebaker. If you don't know Ed Bluebaker, yeah, well, he did Captain America, phenomenal run. Actually, part of that is right up here. He also did an amazing run with Greg Rucka on Gotham Central. I highly recommend you guys check out. But this is Catwoman of East End, and for years, Selena has been kind of like, I guess not let's say limbo, but like kind of considered dead, but not really. She's kind of been in hiding, and she decides to, change things up and sets up shop in Gotham's Down and Out. And this tells a fantastic story of her kind of just going back to her roots and doing her. And I love it. I love Catwoman. This collects issue number 1 through 37. Catwoman's Secret Files and Origins number 1. Catwoman Selena's Big Score. And stories from Detective Comics issue number 759 all the way to 762. Now, also interesting to note is I think in the mid 30s, Adam Hughes starts to do the covers. And then, later in the run, he does, the better covers of his career. I mean, he has all great covers throughout his career, but I kind of have to wonder if we might potentially see that into like a volume 2, or it'll be put into a separate one. We'll have to see. But yeah, I'm excited to read this. I love Catwoman, and anything that we can go towards the DCU literature and read, and hopefully, man, DCU will take some inspiration. Moving on, speaking of my love for the ladies, another DC Omniverse I picked up, which I think some of you might really enjoy. This is Harley Quinn in the Gotham City Sirens Omniverse by Paul Dini. Now, if you guys don't know who Paul Dini is, you should. Especially if you love the animated series. Paul Dini is the creator of Batman the Animated Series. He wrote all of the wonderful issues for the comic books, most of them anyway. The episodes that aired that was my childhood, maybe even your childhood, and he created an awesome run of Gotham City Sirens featuring Harley Quinn, Catwoman, and Poison Ivy. All 26 issues collected, and this is the 2022 edition. So it's been out for a few years. I think the first edition came out probably 2019, maybe 2018, I want to say. But this is updated with a new forward by Paul Dini. It shows some exclusives in there. I can't wait to read this. I love the ladies. Phenomenal artwork in here too. And cool appearance of Gaggy the Clown, who first appeared. Oh man, I forget what issue of Batman it is, but he was Joker's he was like the Harley Quinn for Joker back then, but he made a one-off appearance, and then he returns like 30 years later in this series, and it's insane. And I love seeing writers do that. I love seeing characters that we haven't seen in forever, or maybe they weren't taken serious back then, and they can reinvent them and bring them into modern age. I love that. So yeah, can't wait to read this. This is actually the cover for issue number 1, which I have picked up. And yeah, great artwork. And like I said, I can't wait to read this. So, speaking of some Batman Adventures, Batman Adventures Omniverse came out last year. Phenomenal read. Um, Loved it. My childhood there. And Batman Adventures Omniverse was a continuation of the show, and telling stories in the show format, and they had a couple of like spin-off titles from them. So pull this out. Whew. But see the packaging. But let's see. Let's put this down here. So this in my hands is the Batman and Robin Adventures Omnibus, which is like like I said, a spin-off in a way. So you have the Batman Adventures. Volume 1 came out. I know there's gonna be a volume 2 because there is a volume 2 of another like 15 or 16 issues. There's also a newer run that probably totals about almost 20 or 30 issues itself. But still, Batman Adventures is more of Robin, Batman and Robin together, where the Batman Adventures is solely more just Batman. And so yeah, this is Batman and Robin teaming up. This collects oh boy, hang on here, folks. This is gonna be a long one. This collects Batman and Robin Adventures issue number 1 through 25. The Batman and Robin Adventures Annual number 1 and 2, The Batman and Robin Adventures The Lost Years number 1 through 5, and then it also collects the never before reprinted adaptation of Sub-Zero or Batman and Robin, or Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero. Again, Paul Dini at his finest here. Um, I'm so stoked to have this and read this. It also gets me excited because that means that another run called Batman Gotham Adventures, which is more on the Bat family. Yeah, Batman, Robin, but Batgirl, Nightwing, are more in there involved with different stories, and I'm hoping that ends up getting its own army. It'll probably end up being two, honestly, because it's like 50 issue run. Oh, they could collect it and all. We'll have to see. But yeah, hopefully DC does that. I would love to see it. I can't wait to read this. It's gonna look so great next to my Batman Adventures Army, which unfortunately is being covered up by Poison Ivy, who actually not only is in this book, is in this book, and she might be in Catwoman of East End. I'm not exactly sure about that, but still, great armies, great pickups to the collection. And yes, I am going to be doing reviews and all these. I know my reviews are coming out late. But to everybody that tunes in and still watches them, I appreciate you guys so much. And I do know that some of my viewers on here have followed me for the army, so I appreciate it. And I've kind of neglected that for a while. It's just been tough for me to really read. I've just been a lot of work stuff, personal stuff, so it's kind of been hard to really read. Mostly have only time really for collecting or going out and just buying really. But yeah, so expect future reviews on this. Um, Up here, these books coming right down here. That's a backlog. Those are books that I need to read too. Eventually pump out reviews. And my goal next year, for 2025, and I'll have a review or I'll have a goal video coming up in the next couple of weeks. Well, probably New Year's, but is to read more animes, obviously, and to get out more of those reviews for you guys, even if they're late. I still appreciate everybody watching. Um, but that's it, guys. That's it for this nice little haul. Again, I prefer organic price books. You feel free to shop wherever you want. But hopefully, maybe the guys from Organic Price Books watch this. Shout out to you guys. I love what you guys do. The reward points are awesome. They have reward points. So every time you purchase something, you get points back so you can, put it towards future purchases. Like I said, customer service is phenomenal. Packaging is always great. Sometimes stuff does hit back order. Um, that's why some of this stuff was a little bit late, and I completely understand. Listen, right now, a lot of people are buying, and it's good. I'm glad to see more stuff's on back order because stuff's being bought, which means okay, this stuff's gonna go out of print. Kind of gonna suck for somebody who wants it, but they'll keep getting evergreen. They'll get reprinted eventually, and then we'll hopefully get continuation of more of these great armies. Speaking of that, probably in a couple weeks in January, I'm gonna post up a video talking about like either my top 5 or top 10 armies I'm looking forward to coming out next year. I do know that Injustice 2 is finally coming out in anime format. I cannot wait for that. Loved Volume 1 and 2. for Injustice, which was set, have the video game, and then you have the comics, and then you have two, well, you have the video game, the second video game, and I think that leads into like the end of that. So can't wait for Injustice Volume 2. Again, guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please hit that like button. It always helps me out. Leave a comment down below. Uh, Also, this was part of my Black Friday haul. I do have a separate video coming next week of the comics I bought. It's going to be a big, big haul. Got some books from 360 Comics and Pope of Chillytown, and I can't wait to show those off. I also got a big, big grill coming in, and that's going to have its own separate video in a couple weeks. If you follow me on Instagram, check me out on there. You'll be seeing it probably this weekend. But yeah, I'm gonna jump in. Hopefully, get some reading done starting on these, and yeah, we'll get reviews out soon. So appreciate you guys. Stay safe. Take care of each other, and as always, we'll see you in the next episode of Josh's Comics.